was a beautiful song tonight. We'd like to welcome you back to this all important talk show here on Radio Kigima FM 94.5. And tonight I'm in conversation with Alan F. Bowe, the National Director for Ganta Liberia, and Mr. Rick Slager, Director. So we'll get back to Mr. Slager. Rick, can you tell me a bit what you refer to as REI?
Well, Rural Empowerment Initiative, REI, is an initiative that wants to collaborate with African-led NGOs or organizations that are involved in income-generating activities in small, or basically in rural households. That's kind of our vision. And a couple of years ago, I was introduced to Alan and Lee, and it matched up with what we do in the United States, and working alongside or underneath and empowering local NGOs that are involved in agricultural activities.
So since you started this all important idea in Liberia, what's your outcome? What's your expectation?
Well, I have some expectations, but I also am realize the challenges that are ahead of us. But like I mentioned before, we really expectations is to take small holders or small farmers from subsistence farming to more commercial farming, and moving farmers out of poverty and into a general better welfare for the whole, for the family and for the community.
So since the establishment of this REI, what have you already noticed? Do you see yourself maybe progressing in your aim when it comes to this all important program in Liberia this time?
Would you repeat that?
Do you see yourself making progress into this country since you established these activities in Liberia?
Well, we're just starting this activity, so we're having the groundbreaking ceremony tomorrow for the research farm. But I do expect to see, within a year's time, to have some progress, and we have some goals, and maybe we can have this interview a year from now and see how we're doing. So.
Okay, with the climate, I guess you have studied the climate of Liberia. Do you see this time around shows activities yielding result according to when you're taking the climate into consideration, the climate of Liberia?
Yeah, I really have a lot of hope for Liberia. I think that there's a lot of potential for agricultural development, especially around Nimba County. And as the market continues to develop, as the country and the economic situation here in Liberia develops, the farmers need to be prepared for that development, and producing better, high-quality vegetables is one thing that I think Liberia is going to demand in the future.
Okay, looking at Liberia, and especially when it comes to the type of agriculture you just spoke of, giving way to grand horse, snail, and things. A lot of Liberians are not in that direction. So what expertise are you going to use to have people to that knowledge to do these activities?
Well, I think marketing is one thing that we really are going to focus on, and doing some type of market campaigns, and just really letting people know through the media, through different aspects of communication. We want to just introduce, and we know we have challenges there, and but I think we've done some surveys, and that there is some interest in those products.
Okay, let's get to Alan a bit. Alan, you are Liberian, you have maybe some of these soils. Can you tell me some activities that will be within your groundbreaking ceremony tomorrow?
Well, by groundbreaking tomorrow, we officially declare to the community that the project has started, and we will be working as of tomorrow. So we expect the chiefs from around the community, as well as representatives from REI and lead will be present, and we will all be making remarks. But it will be like a public declaration that we have officially started a job on that ground.
So how many acres of land people should expect their activities to cover?
Well, now land is a very important resource. that we do not have, so we start with 25. But I pray for again that in the future we will move beyond 25 acres.
Okay, time is not in our favor now, so this time we get to Rick Slager for your final word on this program.
Well, thank you again for having me and being able to share what's a passion of mine is to empower West African and specifically Liberian small market, smallholder farmers. And we know that you have the assets. We look at the assets that you have, and REI is really just coming alongside or underneath in the empowerment of the West African, specifically Liberian farmer.
Yeah, we are of the view that for there to be viable employment options in Liberia, the government alone cannot do it. Even with the BRS, there should be private organizations coming to intervene so that there can be employment, so that our little brothers and sisters can go to school. I speak to you as somebody who got educated from the sales of potato greens. So we have come to contribute to people who are also still producing those things so that they are able to help our little brothers and sisters, so that we all get educated and move this country forward.
Okay, this really the Gima FM 94.5. The time is 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. My name is MC. I'm recording. I've been in conversation with
Alan Goy
And Rick Slager.
So it's nice to have you still.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.